Hello, everybody. Welcome to Central Maine Community College, Auburn, Maine, for women's basketball on Munzing Media Sports. The Central Maine Community College Mustangs welcome Northern Vermont State Johnson Badgers in a non-conference matchup. Jim Toomey, along with executive producer Rob Munzing, Andrew Severson on the camera. Vermont State Johnson is a NCAA Division III team playing in the North Atlantic Conference against teams like Husson, UMaine Farmington, Maine Maritime, and so forth. So they made about a 170-mile trip west to east from the Green Mountain State of Vermont. Their head coach is Greg Ekman, assisted by Haley LaCours and David Ellerby. The Badgers are 2-18 overall, 1-11 in the conference, 2-11 at home, 0-7 on the road. They score 42.6 points a game while giving up 74.5. In their last game, they lost to Morrisville State of New York, 63-50. Central Maine Mustangs, coached by Andrew Morong in his 12th season, assisted by Abby Nielsen and Tia Day. Mustangs 19-1 overall, 11-0 in the YSCC. They're 11-0 at home, 8-1 on the road. They score 86.3 points a game while giving up 50.6. They keep coming off a big win against New Hampshire Tech, 100-28. So now Rob Munzing will be interviewing head coach Andrew Morong.
And we're down here floor-side with Coach Morong. Coach, it's National Women's in Sports Day, and nobody's had a bigger role in coaching women than you have in the success you've had here. My wife, back in the 70s, kind of went before and then after Title IX. She was a two-sport athlete at Northeastern University, and she used to tell us some of the stories about how things were back in the old days. Things have certainly changed, and much for the better.
Yeah, for sure. And one thing that I've really appreciated, I guess my entire life, and maybe I've just been on one side of it, is the attention, the following that a lot of women's sports teams get. So my father was the coach at Morse High School, girls varsity basketball coach at Morse High School, pretty much my entire childhood and into my early 20s. And his Morse teams always outdrew the boys teams, which is rare, especially back in the 90s and early 2000s. But you see that at a lot of places now, to be honest with you. And you certainly see it now in some of the bigger games when you see South Carolina and play LSU have a higher TV rating than the Celtics game that day. So it's just people do want to watch women's sports. It's incredibly entertaining. And that's just a testament to the opportunity that female athletes have nowadays and their willingness to put in the work and put on a great show. Well, your team certainly is indicative of that. You've got kids from all over the world meshing into to one unit, and that's a rare trait to be able to bring forth. Coach, what are some of the things you look for when you recruit a kid? Well, most importantly is, are they a good kid? I almost don't care how good of a basketball player they are. I'd rather have a kid who can score 8 points a game, is going to get 8 rebounds, and is going to buy into the way we do things and is not going to cause any headaches, than a kid who can score 30 points a game and is a spoiled brat. There's just no way around that, So I think a lot of it's just been a change in philosophy. When I first started, we needed talent, so we would sacrifice. Not that we've ever had bad kids, but we were willing to sacrifice more to get more talent. And now that the talent's lined up out the door and around the corner, we can be incredibly selective on who we go after. So we spend a lot of time just connecting with the kids, connect with their families. Are there people we want? Are they people we want to be around? Are they people I want my kids to be around? If the answer is yes, then the recruiting proceeds. If the answer is no, it's next person up. Well, Coach, as you take a look at the finale of the regular season, it's almost time to start looking ahead. I know coaches hate to look ahead. I've been there myself, but certainly you've got to get things lined up there. So is that going to affect your rotation in games and things like that? You're going to try to keep bodies fresh. What's your approach, Coach? Well, that's a good question. Typically, we would start reducing our rotation at this point of the season, squeeze it down from playing 14 or 15 kids down to 10 or 11, but that's kind of where just we are right now. Tonight we're going to be without 2 players. Both our primary point guards, Rosa Prieto and Mackenzie Melendez, who they're going to be in the book and they can play tonight, but they only had one practice in the last week because they've been sick. So we're just having them go through warm-ups to see how they feel. But what a great opportunity for other kids to get some real big minutes for us, you know. So Zoe Bedford will be in the starting lineup tonight, and really looking forward to see how she does with that, because she's had I think she's had tremendous spurts for us.
Yeah.
You know, get really hot, then off, and hot and off, and it's time of the year where, okay, we can't have too many peaks and too many valleys. We need consistency. So, you know, tonight I think it's going to be a great opportunity for a lot of kids. And certainly we have the big game on Sunday against Fort Kent, the only team to beat us.
Right.
So we cannot be looking past the here and now, and that was the message in the locker room before the game. Focus on today, right here, right now, playing our best basketball, and then let's worry about practice tomorrow. We'll start talking about the next game.
Perfect, Coach. Thanks for coming on with us, and we look forward to tonight's game and that one on Sunday. We'll be back after this.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
What's the grand opening for our esports arena?
We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together.
That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
All right, welcome back to Central Maine Community College. Just about ready for the introductions. Jim Toomey along with executive producer Rob Munzing.
Hey guys, how you doing? Good guys.
Andrew Sevison on the camera. And the officials greeting us this year, Rob, a lot more than previous years.
Yes, yeah, they like when we put the replays up on the big board and they get confirmed making good calls, which they do 99.9% of the time.
So again, looking at some other numbers for the Badgers, they shoot 31.2 from the floor, 19.4 from long distance, 53.2 at the foul line. Mustangs shooting 43.9 from the floor, 28.1 from behind the arc, 64.7 at the foul line. And that big win over New Hampshire Tech, Ella Levine 31, Marnie Reese career high with 18, Eulene DeFort 11. And all the players, Rob, in that game for Coach Morong played between 16 and 22 minutes. You talk about figuring it out. Now ready, Zach Mann on the PA for the starting lineups.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. We ask that you please rise and honor America with the playing of our national anthem. Once again, good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Kirk Hall on the campus of Central Maine Community College for tonight's women's basketball game between the Vermont St. Johnson Badgers and your Central Maine Mustangs. Now the starting lineup for the Badgers. Number 10, Faith Mead. Number 13, Matt House. Number 14, Faith Benjamin. Number 24, Emily Ward. And number 34, Gabby Wardwell. And now your starting lineups for your Mustangs. From Otisfield, Maine, number 5, Molly Corbett. From Fort Collins, Colorado, number 10, Ella Levine. From Melbourne, Australia, number 12, Zoe Bedford. From Auburn, Maine, number 22, Chantel Roulette. And from the Dalles, Oregon, number 32, Destiny Mora Lopez.
Yeah, an early start here, Rob. 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Yeah, Jim was very busy pregame readjusting all his times for all you international fans out there. He's got a little thing on his phone that shows the time and all the places that you people are watching. He's just a magic man with this stuff here.
Well,
must have been a geography teacher back in the old days.
A little bit more of a history major, but anyway.
Yeah.
But you know what I think of the parents. I talked to you a little before the game about this. You and I would probably do it. What time's the game? We'll set a clock and get up, or we'll stay up late, or get up at the crack of dawn because we want to see our children wherever they may be. So welcome around the world on Munzing Media Sports. The Mustangs with the ball in their white uniforms. Over in the corner now, comes back out to Bedford. Willette with it. Baseline, they go to Mora Lopez. Back out to Bedford. Willette goes inside. Shot no good. Rebound bounces around. Rebound by Faith Mead. The first year from Warwick, Rhode Island. Guarded closely by Corbett. 14, Faith Benjamin. Gets rid of it to Ward. Baseline working. She comes up short for Gabby Wardwell. She's the player to watch. She has a double-double for the Badgers, a senior from Springfield, Vermont. Three-pointer. Bang! Molly Corbett.
Well, I'm going to reference a conversation that I had with Coach. I'm going to wait till a dead ball time because
that's Corbett's 27th three of the season. Faith Benjamin. Bounce pass, baseline, the shot high off the glass and good for Emily Ward. She's a graduate student from the Keystone State, Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Willette to Corbett. Levine in the corner. Levine goes baseline, off glass and good. Ella Levine, who came in also with a double-double.
Ella just floats along that baseline, Jim. Here's Molly's three. So it was early in the season, a couple of games in, and the three-point shots weren't falling much, as you remember, Jim. And I said to Coach, I said, you still working on getting three-point shooters? He says, we got them. They'll be okay. And he was talking about Molly.
Right.
What'd you say, 27 for her now?
Yep. Levine down deep, tries to dump it off to Mora Lopez, knocked out of bounds by the Badgers.
Well, the Mustangs have always had one of those outside gunners, bombardiers. Kristen Huntress was one of them on the national championship team.
Yes. There's a shot by Levine outside. It's good. Ella Levine. She doesn't have a favorite spot. Any spot she shoots from becomes a favorite. 7-2 Mustangs. Bring the ball up. Mead. Bounce pass. They go baseline, shut off by the defense of the Mustangs. Goes down deep to House. House turns, shoots, does not get it. Rebound grabbed off the floor by Levine. Levine leads the break. Levine through traffic, catches, lost it, and then stepped on the end line.
You made the point several times about Ella Levine, Jim. She could play 1 through 5. Perfect example here. You saw her earlier take the ball on the baseline, this time off the elbow, pops it home. In the game against UMA, she covered the Allie, the point guard, and did a terrific job out there on that.
Wardwell down deep, and they're going to call it travel. I was talking to Gabby Wardwell. She's being taped up, asked about the trip. Of course, a very clear and fairly cool day. And they had a 170-mile trip west to east, as I referenced before. Very friendly, and she's a senior, and she does average a double-double. Badgers only dressing 8 players, so they had like 3 players left home with injuries. We've heard that song before this year.
Yeah, it's that time of the season, Jim. Long grinding season starts in October. Here we are, midway through February.
8 to shoot. Willett stops, shoots, hits the front rim. Rebound grabbed off the floor by Ward. Faith Mead from Rhode Island, as we said. There was another Faith Mead that is no longer on, at least here. She was from Colchester, Vermont. Levine runs the court, goes down to the corner. Bedford tees one up, grazed the rim. Somehow Levine had it, but taken away by Matt House, the graduate student from Point Pleasant Beach, New Jersey. House in the front court. Changes hands on the dribble. Faith Benjamin now to House. House turns, shoots. Halfway down, comes out. Rebound hit the floor. Willett grabbed it. Corbett behind the arc to Willett. Bedford on the far side, looks underneath, decides to go outside to Corbett. Right in front of the Badgers bench, that's Chantel Willett. Still 12 to shoot. Bedford. Levine on the baseline, being defended. Corbett, no good. Destiny Mora Lopez, couple of shots, no good. Here come the Badgers. Faith Mead gave it to House. House stops, shoots, gets it. House averaging 4.7 a game. Corbett. Levine on the baseline, closely guarded. Back to Corbett. They swing it from Bedford to Willett. Bedford behind the arc. Right in front of us, Molly Corbett. 8 to shoot, Mustangs. Levine, left corner. Hit the rim, bounces around. Grabbed off the floor by Faith Benjamin. She's from Fairfax, Vermont. Mead with the basketball. Little contact, no call. House has it. It's plenty of time on the shot clock for the Badgers, and then they throw it away. Head coach of the Badgers, Greg Ekman, in his 13th year, assisted by David Ellerby and Haley LaCours. Let's see, had subs coming in. Yolene DeFord in, 25 for the Mustangs. Carol Beck, Belgium. Goes down there deep, and going to call traveling on the Badgers.
Belgium is in. They're watching. Already got the note.
Willett brings it up. In front of the Badgers bench, that's Corbett. DeFort for 3. Hit the rim, and it's going to be off the hands of the Mustangs.
Delphine DeFortson, you go, girls. Belgium's watching.
11:10 p.m. in Brussels. That's not bad. They're glad with the 5 o'clock start East Coast time.
Yeah, better than the 6 or 8.
Yeah. Riley Hebler in for the Mustangs, number 1 from Sanford, Maine. Outside, Ward. They try to go underneath. I think the first foul of the game. Fouls on Hebler. Badgers have it on their own baseline. Shot no good by Wardwell. And pulling the ball away, Molly Corbett won the tug of war. Hebler down in the corner. They go up and in to Destiny Mora-Lopez. Also in the game for the Mustangs, Winnie La Rochelle, number 20, 5'8" sophomore, Rangeley Lakes, Maine. Rangeley Lakes High School, Rangeley, Maine. Ski country to the west. Steal by Hebler. Hebler drops it off. Nice catch and up and in. Yolene DeFort took that pass for Hebler. Rob, there wasn't much daylight there to make that pass.
Yeah, we're going to show it on a replay when we get a second. Hebler did a great job getting it to DeFort.
11-4 CM. Sasha Kumotetsky in the game, 33 for the Badgers. She's a first year from Hollywood, California. Hebler, baseline pass.
Yeah, here's that play, Jim, but Hebler had a little trouble controlling it, but she got it over, and DeFord had to make a nice athletic play, catch the ball, which she did, put it up and in.
Timeout in the court, 2:56 to go, first quarter. Central Maine 11, Northern Vermont State Johnson 4 on Munzing Media Sports.
Yeah, taking a look at Coach. We don't have Coach mic'd up tonight, but taking a look at the huddle. Coach with some good words about women in sports. Jim, on his comments, I knew he would. I did tell him I was going to ask him about that because I saw that come up on Facebook today, that was the way. And, you know, as I referenced my wife, a two-sport athlete at Northeastern University, beginning in 1971, Title IX came in the next year, 1972, and there were changes, but it took a while. It took a while. She used to talk about, you know, how they could never stay over anywhere, and you know, they had bad practice facilities and such.
A lot of times the boys were playing on college fields and the girls on Little League high school.
Right, exactly. Yeah. She played field hockey and softball.
Three-pointer, no good by DeFort. No, it was very slow increments.
Very.
2:44 remaining, first period. 11-4, Central Maine. Meade with the basketball. Kumometsky has the ball. Three-pointer Badgers, that's no good by Ward. Here comes Hebler, keeps her head up, throws all the way other side of the court. Corbett gets it. Mora-Lopez fakes. Hebler for three. Back rim. Mora-Lopez went high for that one, off her fingertips. Emily Ward will bring it up. Far side house. Ward will set the screen. Near side to Ward by the Mustangs bench. Nice catch baseline, up and shooting, no good is Meade. House got the rebound, back to Meade. They dump it baseline, stolen away Mustangs. Here comes Corbett. Corbett gets it back for three. Bang! Wow! Corbett's shot looked awful good leaving her hand. It looked really good halfway there. Looked even better. It swished through the net. 14-4. Another turnover. Mustangs have it. They dump it inside.
Here's that Corbett three, Jim. Molly gave the ball up. She called right back to it because nobody came out to close on her, Jim. And she was well out there. We got a beautiful view. Nice job, Andy, on the camera up top. Beautiful view. And we saw the arc of it, knew it was going home.
There's a three-pointer. Bedford rebound. Marnie Reese still just in the game. Hit the iron and went out of bounds, but touched a Badger. Hebler in the corner. Is a three-pointer. No good by Bedford. Rebound bounces around, protected by Gabby Wardwell. Meade brings it up. She's going to be guarded by DeFort. Deflected. And DeFort's going to have it. Hebler's ahead of her. And getting back and breaking it up. Nice job defensively by Emily Ward.
Yeah, Emily put her head down and just ran for the spot. Beat the offensive player to the spot, able to deflect it out of bounds. Good hustle play there, Jim.
Faith Benjamin in the game, replacing Faith Mead. There's a shot high, no good, missed by DeFort. Rebound by Willette. They go outside to Bedford. Here comes Hebler out of the corner, and she's held.
Good quick ball moving around the perimeter. Got it to Hebler. Hebler on the take. Do the foul. No shots yet.
Just
Not
like
many fouls.
Yeah, only 2 on Johnson, 1 on Central Maine. Levine back in the game. Spins, goes through traffic. Reese gonna be short. Reese got her own rebound and a tie-up. Arrow, Johnson. Just like a lot of colleges have changed names over the years. Used to be Johnson State College, Linden State College,
Right, yeah.
Castleton State College, and then Castleton State became a university. And of course we had Vermont Tech, and they've all sort of been renamed, traveling on the Badgers. Vermont State Johnson, Vermont State Linden, Vermont State Randolph is the home of Tech that played in the YSCC. I think Castleton still goes by Castleton State University, doesn't it? Or maybe they've changed that. They dump it inside, knocked away. That was poked away by Ward, picked up by Komumetsky. Just a few seconds left, 4 seconds. Three-pointer off the rim by Ward, and that will do it for the first period. At the end of one period in this non-conference women's matchup, the score, Central Maine 14, Vermont State University Johnson 4 on Munzing Media Sports.
As always, pass the front of the net. Little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
So you're checking a couple of stats. Central Maine 6 out of 20 from the field. Vermont State Johnson 2 out of 11. On three-pointers, Central Maine 2 out of 8. Johnson 0 for 2. Nobody's been to the foul line yet. But you see the Mustangs have the ball as we begin the second period. Both fans of both schools enjoyed this one around the state of Maine, around the country, around the world on Munzing Media Sports, the official streaming partner of Central Maine Community College Athletics. Stolen away. Matt House ended up with it for the Badgers. House dribbles out through the key. Coming out of the corner is Faith Benjamin. She loses it. Chantel Willette, outlet pass to Levine. Across the lane. Stolen away by Johnson. House has it. House changes hands on the dribble. Willette is defending. They swing it out to Benjamin. They go inside to Wardwell. Wardwell tough off the glass. Gabby Wardwell for 2.
Gabby Wardwell with a good power move inside, Jim. Took the contact, used the glass, kissed it home.
Willette, Bedford. This near side, it came back to Willette. They go underneath, deflected out. It's going to be Johnson ball. For the Mustangs, number 11, Awen Maywin, first year, right here from Auburn, Maine.
Maywin getting more minutes as the season has progressed, Jim. Earned those minutes.
It will be Mustang ball. I thought that was the signal by the referee, but everybody headed back the other way.
They're getting some squared away at the scorer's table.
So Maura Lopez is in there. Maywin, Corbett, Willette, and Bedford. Willette in and out. Rebound Wardwell. Grabbed it, protects it. I was talking to Sasha Kumutetsky. She says, if you want to, just call me Sasha K.
Yeah, you're always a stickler to get these kids their names correct, Jim, and that, you know, that is fantastic. And you work hard at it because you know the families know it's important.
What I don't want to do is do it 5 different ways during a game. Shot missed by House. Rebound Mustangs. And that one's out of bounds. It was a diagonal pass from this side to the far corner, and it went astray.
Well, we miss Steve English, not here tonight. Boy, Steve's really done a terrific job here with the in-house performance that the fans get here. Nothing rivaling in the state, Jim.
No.
Nobody's doing this. Maybe University of Maine at Orono. I haven't been up to the pit at all, but...
No, excellent job by Steve on the PA as well, and all the technical help. You worked with him and some other CM educators in the tech department.
Yeah, it was a team effort for sure.
Loose ball. Finally, Willette picks it up. Hebler, or rather Corbett, back out to Bedford. Willette returns it to Bedford. Corbett for 3. Rattles off. Rebound. Stolen away. Maywin puts it in. Awen Maywin, right place, right time. She didn't hesitate, did she, Rob?
No, she didn't. Grabbed it, put it up and in. Dirty deeds done dirt cheap. Getting that offensive board back up for 2 for the Mustangs. Gotta have those scrappy type plays, Jim.
True. Into Wardwell, tried to fight away clear. Another tough angle. This time it didn't go. Just when there was 7 minutes to go in the first half, 16-6. Central Maine, and taking it all the way in and getting fouled is Chantel Willette.
Here's Maywin. As we said, getting the job done off the glass. Such an important part of the game. Not always one you get credit for in the stats and such like that, but certainly something that's important. Any coach will tell you that.
Chantel Willette, right here from Auburn, Maine. Came in shooting 61% the foul line. 6 points a game, and again, her favorite stat is take charges. 0 for 2 that time at the line. Rebound, grabbed by Ward and protects. For the first time in the game for the Badgers, 42, Isabel Atkinson, 5'7" sophomore, Middle River, Maryland.
So they've got quite a cast of characters, don't they?
Yes.
We'll stay right here with this, Jim. And, you know, you mentioned Chantel Willette started her career at Thomas College and came back down to the home fort in Auburn, played at EL. So she's back on home turf and set the career in-season mark for charges. But not only did she set it, and she's ahead, Riley Hebler also broke the record. So they had 2 kids that have broken the season record for taking charges.
And you have to have some intestinal fortitude to set your play. And you see some players driving from like 10 feet away, and you know they're heading right for you.
Yeah, well, particularly when you look at Riley, I mean, she's fearless. I call her Fearless Fly. Remember that cartoon character, Fearless Fly?
I miss that.
I might be just making that up, Jeff. I don't really know. Fearless Fly. But that's a good one for her, isn't it? Fearless Fly. She was all defensive player in the Sanford, right? She went to Sanford High School.
MeTV has a cartoon show 7 to 8 o'clock. The old stuff. Bugs Bunny, every other scene, they're bashing each other over the head. So, swish! Awen Maywin with her second bucket.
Awen the Maywin getting it done again. 4 points for her.
House will bring it across. Hebler defending. People at home says, don't talk about cartoons until the 4th period, for goodness sakes. Over in the corner is Faith Mead. Stolen. Awen Maywin. What's she going to do with it? And I think she traveled. Offensive foul, maybe. Give credit to the Badgers for hustling back.
Well, they hustled back and created that, and Maywin didn't have anywhere to go, so.
Her first foul. Ooh, Riley Hebler almost snuck in there.
And there she is. Superfly.
In front of the Mustangs bench, they try to go inside. Deflected by Maywin. Corbett has it. Willette tries to go baseline, shut off. Back outside to Mora Lopez. Three-pointer, Corbett, bang! Nice ball movement by the Mustangs.
Corbett with three, bingo, bango, bongos.
Faith Mead, far side to Ward. Chantel Willette was waiting in the weeds. She stole the ball, lays it up, and is going to have to earn him at the foul line as Ward fouls her.
Here's the third of Corbett's threes. Going to see good ball movement again. Make that extra pass. You don't close out quickly enough on Corbett, she's going to nail you right there.
Faith Benjamin returns for the Badgers. And Willette, who missed her first two foul shots, now makes that one. Two for two that trip for Chantel Willette. Yolene DeFort comes in replacing Willette.
Belgium calling.
Now, we've seen Coach Morong's rotation for years. A couple of things are going to happen. In most games, you know you're going to play sometime. So you got to keep your mind in the game. And when you go in, you sort of can go full bore because you know he'll give you, 3 minutes or something, and then you'll be out. But so you don't have to rest for anything because you got somebody to back you up. Here's Riley Hebler with another steal. Hebler head of the pack, lays it up and in.
Superfly.
The quickness of that must have been on at 4 in the morning. I never saw it. Look at Hebler play defense. She's done it again. Up and good for Riley Hebler. She's got a burglar's outfit on or
Where's
something.
the police officer? What's that woman for stealing?
I'm glad she's an honest person off the court. 27-6. This pressure this period by the Mustangs. Wardwell. Ward tracks it down. House from the outside. Swish. Nice touch by Matt House.
House call.
Down to Mora Lopez. Fakes one way. Goes back the other. Spins halfway in and out. And she could not control it.
Well,
Hey,
watch Hebler here, Jim. Thievery at its finest. We'll run it back because you can see how pesty she is. The ball's loose. Tips it ahead to herself. Now she's off to the races. You're not going to catch Riley either. Nice layup up and in.
Again, I've referenced it in other games, either gender. If you're having a pickup game, I might not pick the big person underneath first. I might pick a guard like Riley Hebler. The reason is I don't want her guarding me if she's on the other team. Down to Wardwell, takes it deep, fights her way clear. A little bit hard off the glass. Wardwell battles with Chantel Willette is back in. Here's a run out. Hebler this time no good. She kept it alive, but grabbed out of the air by Kumutetsky. In the front court is Ward. And Hebler took a ride that time. Nice sportsmanship shown by Ward. Did you do that when you're a kid? All of a sudden there's a ball and they're trying to grab it, and then you let go of it, and the other player goes flying.
Gosh. Well, she looked like she was on the playground on that.
Yeah, the merry-go-round.
The merry-go-round.
Yeah, the favorite apparatus of us teachers and principals. You guys cannot be on it unless the nurse is in the building. DeFort takes it deep, bounce pass across, up and good for Levine. Nice pass. As DeFort took it as deep as she could and went to Ella Levine for the easy basket, 29-8.
The two bigs running like greyhounds here, Jim. Take a look at it. Comes DeFort. Good spacing there. Knows Levine's coming. The nice bounce pass. Ella with the left-handed finish as she can. Beautiful look.
Faith Mead back in the game. Faith Benjamin out for the Badgers. In the corner They come out of it, and almost a steal by Corbett, but she stepped out of bounds. 3:14 remaining, first half.
So Coach Morong told you that Rosa Petro is out tonight. Probably not going to play, warmed up, but she's been sick.
Outside shot, in and out, missed by Kumatetsky. Yeah, Rosa Prieto and Mackenzie Melendez are in the book. They did the warm-up, so in case they were ever needed, they could come in, but there's a foul, and Levine will shoot two. Because people got to know, you got to be in the book to be official. You can't add somebody after the fact.
Which is good news for Jim and me, because neither one of us are in the book, so we're not going in.
Right. No, as I've said other times, not to sound like a lecturer, the score book, the official score book, is the official score. All the stats in that. It's not the scoreboard.
Right.
It's the book. Levine, nice job at the foul line. The scoreboard is corrected by what the scorebook says, not vice versa. Another rebound to Levine. Levine right down the middle, gives the ball up. Corbett, the fourth, swings it. Hebler goes inside. No good. Kept alive by the Mustangs, but finally grabbed out of the air by Faith Mead. Mead, the product of Little Rhodey, Warwick.
VSJ's been stuck at 8 points here for a bit, Jim.
Tough defense, Levine. I remember one high school game, I might have said this before. Back in the day, Rob Munzing, you'd be 10 at home, you'd be number 11 on the road.
Yeah.
So all the odd numbers on the road. And I saw one time the manager put the wrong numbers in the book, and they started the game with 5 technical foul shots for incorrect numbers. And contact we play on, and keeping it alive down there is Kumutetsky, and now Ward has it. And they get it up near midcourt. Mead, and that's got a 10-second violation. Again, that shot clock really helps the officials, right, Rob?
Oh, absolutely, yeah. As soon as that hits 19, bang, get the whistle.
So for the Mustangs, Corbett, Willette, DeFort, Levine, and La Rochelle. Corbett looks under, tries to go outside to Willette. Willette through traffic, dishes it off. Here's a three. Bang! Yolene DeFort.
Yolene with that right shoulder release, Jim.
Yeah.
But boy, it's always true. Here's that three by Yolene. She's calling for the ball. No closeout. Knocks it home.
Isabel Atkinson back in for the Badgers.
Coaching staff for Johnson very positive, noticing that. We're right down in front of them.
Yeah. Lost out by the Badgers out of our sight line to our left. So next game for the Mustangs will be the 11th against University of Maine Fort Kent, Sunday afternoon. The men will play following that. The last time we'll see the men. There's a three-pointer. Bang! Was that Corbett?
Yes, it was.
That was being screened out. 37-8, Central Maine.
4 threes by my count for Molly.
Okay, your count is correct on only 5 attempts. Wardwell trying to post up. Willette playing some tough defense underneath. Faith Mead back outside for a three. No good by Kumutetsky. House got it. Here's another three-pointer. Bang! Faith Mead. 37-11. First score of the evening for Faith Mead. Here's a shot outside, no good. Grabbed off the floor by DeFort. DeFort fakes. Willette drives inside the foul line, dishes off baseline, up and in. And I couldn't see that one, Rob.
La Rochelle.
La Rochelle with the bucket. A couple of seconds left. And almost made by midcourt. Nice effort, Matt. House. We played one half of action, this women's non-conference matchup. Central Maine Community College 37, Vermont State Johnson 11 on Munzing Media Sports.
USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. Leveling the playing field for everybody.
Brand advisor and CEO of Pliable. Pliable helps high school, college, and professional athletes build their athlete brand. New name, image, and likeness opportunities are a game changer for athletes and for businesses. To learn more about social media marketing and endorsement opportunities for your brand, visit pliablemarketing.com or call 1-707-PLIABLE.
It's just awesome.
Great campus, small, close-knit community.
Everyone's really welcoming.
Everything feels very personal.
You feel like you belong here.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost. And for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
Helping people is kind of ingrained into me. I am so glad that I chose to be here. It's a really great program.
Primary downs in the heart.
The instructors are super helpful.
They really do set you up to be successful in the field.
The new hospital simulation lab here at CMCC is a great addition.
It's as close to replicating real life as you can get.
We did an IV lab.
With a mannequin, it's nice to get your toes wet before you jump into a clinical setting.
Deep breath. CMCC is the best place to start nursing. It's challenging, but you are learning.
You have a smaller size classroom, smaller ratio to instructors.
It's affordable.
It really provided me relief that I'm not going to accrue a lot of debt.
I needed to set myself and my family up for success after.
I'm going to come out of this able to actually practice as an RN in the real field. It's a wonderful opportunity.
Same thing as always. Attack the front of the net. All those little things to make you what you are.
Zero, 3, 1, 2, 3, 0.
Okay, let's go. 1, 2, 3. Sit right here.
Coaches know you can't win a game without proper planning and execution. Let Gosline Retirement Planning coach you into a confident retirement. Here at Gosline Retirement, we provide that proper planning and help you utilize a step-by-step approach on all facets of your retirement planning. We provide guidance on income planning, wealth management, understanding taxation, Medicare and long-term care, and legacy and estate planning. We pride ourselves on working hard for those who have worked hard their entire lives. So, schedule your appointment today and let the team at Gosline Retirement Planning put together a retirement game plan for you.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. Leveling the playing field for everybody.
It provides a great opportunity, just the fellowship amongst athletes, get a chance to play against some different teams that you typically don't get a chance to play against from different regions, different parts of the country. It kind of gives you an opportunity to kind of see where you're really at against everybody. Really good, like I said, just a great environment, well-ran tournament. It's a pleasure to be part of organizations like USCA.
The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation is proud to support Munson Media's production of live streaming high school sports. We recognize the hard work and dedication of Maine's high school student athletes, and we applaud Munson Media's pioneering live streaming efforts. The Hutchinson Family Sports Foundation.
Since 1892. And it changes the game, 35-26. This has been a wacko affair.
At Central Maine Community College, we are building things that last. We're investing in technology, new facilities, and offering more degree programs than ever before. You can get the traditional college experience at a fraction of the cost, and for some, it's even free.
Wait, did she just say free?
That's right, free tuition for Maine high school grads from 2020 through 25. Set your goals and find your path at CM. Let's build a future together.
When I walked through these doors, I was just blown away.
This is insane. It just caught my attention immediately.
This is the first place that I've seen like this decked out. It's pretty sweet.
What's the grand opening for our esports arena?
We're talking 1,600 square feet of pure technology.
Like, I'm shaking being here. It's so cool.
There's nothing like it in Maine. We're ahead of the curve here.
It's definitely a big market, something you can make a living on.
I've always had an interest in esports.
So we're treating it like an extension of our athletic program. And then in addition to that, we're starting an esports management degree program.
It's just a different community for me to be a part of.
It really just helps me just be myself. It's just really fun.
This will bring students together.
That's what's happening, and that's what esports is.
To me, it's beautiful, and I want to live here.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. Leveling the playing field for everybody.
Welcome back to Auburn, Maine, the home of Central Maine Community College. Jim Toomey along with Rob Munzing. Andrew Severson on the camera. We're at the half of this women's basketball non-conference matchup. Central Maine 39, Vermont State Johnson 11. As we look at the stats, the Badgers of Vermont State Johnson shooting 5 out of 23 from the floor, 1 out of 5 from long distance. They did not go to the foul line. And unfortunately for them, they had 19 turnovers in the first half. Individually, Matt House with 4. 3 points for Faith Mead. 2 points, Emily Ward. 2 points, Gabby Wardwell. The scorers for the Badgers. Central Maine shooting 43% from the floor, 15 out of 35. 5 out of 13 from behind the arc. 4 out of 6 at the foul line. They had 8 turnovers. Let's check the total rebounds. An edge goes to CM, 20 to 13. And the stat we always keep track of for the Mustang women, assists. They have 10 assists in the first half. Individually for CM, Molly Corbett, 14 points. She has 4 out of 6 from long distance. Ella Levine has 8. 5 points for Yolene DeFort. 4 points, Riley Hebler. Hebler created some, we haven't got the steals on this sheet. We'll have steals on for the final stats. But Riley Hebler was a defensive factor for sure. Off the bench, Awen Maywin got involved real early, and she scored 4 points in pretty short order. 2 foul shots for Chantel Willette. 1 basket, 2 points for Destiny Mora Lopez. Zoe Bedford did not score. She had 1 rebound, 2 assists. Winnie La Rochelle had 2 rebounds, 1 assist. Marnie Reese, no points, but does have 2 rebounds. Again, Rosa Prieto and Mackenzie Melendez are dressed, but most likely will not play in this game. Again, the next game for the Mustangs will be on the 11th. That's Sunday, correct, Rob?
Yes. Super Bowl Sunday.
Yeah, we'll be home in time to see enough. The women at 2 o'clock against University of Maine Fort Kent, who beat them. The only loss up in Fort Kent, the crown of Maine. The men will play at 4 o'clock. As far as Vermont State Johnson, they'll be at Canton on the 10th at 3 o'clock and home to Linden, their in-state rival, 7:30 on the 13th. And talking to the Johnson people, next year basketball, they're going to be in the Eastern Division with the likes of Husson, who is tough. Maine Maritime has been very good lately. UMaine Farmington, UMaine Presque Isle as some of the SUNY teams. And every time I think I know all the SUNY teams, another name comes up. But some of them in the Western Division of the North Atlantic Conference are seeking or already promised another conference. So I'll tell you, these schools really try to do the best they can to get competition, and they travel all over the place to give everybody a fair chance, we'll say, Rob.
Yes. Well, they're not you're going to be a college athlete. You're going to be traveling, and at this level, you're not going by air anywhere. You're traveling by bus, and a lot of times the coaches are driving the buses. So
they have.
That's how you have to do it.
Sometimes it'd be a couple of minivans holding 6, or 8 people, and once in a while, from it's a longer trip, we see a coach bus even at this level. So again, the coaching staff for the Badgers, head coach Greg Ekman, his 13th year, assisted by David Ellaby and Haley LaCourse, who I don't think is here. I should have got the trainer's name because she was here early taping, and she was very friendly. Of course, the coaching staff, Andrew Morong, in his 12th season, assisted by Abby Nielsen and Tia Day. So Andrew Morong now has 308 wins in his career. So he was celebrating the 300th win a few weeks ago. Then they were celebrating Rob Munzing's birthday.
Well, we were, and we're celebrating Fearless Fly, Jim. I found a graphic from Fearless Fly back in the mid-'60s. Kind of a companion to Adam Ant, if you remember.
I can picture you now watching on a black and white set eating your Farina cereal.
Doesn't that look like, looks like Riley right there, I'm telling you. I hope folks enjoy that. We have some fun with this. Back to the game.
And Johnson throws it away on the first possession. What was your favorite cereal back then?
I was a big Rice Krispies guy. Yeah, I was.
All right.
And now, as I'm growing older, because I'm old, I eat Raisin Nut Bran.
Yes. we all do in one form or another. Underneath, Maura Lopez is battling, and I think she was fouled. Let's see if she's going to get shots. Personal Gabby Wardwell. That's her third. That's not good news for the Badgers. Destiny Maura Lopez. She'll get one more. She came in shooting 64% at the foul line.
If you heard Coach Morong earlier, he didn't want to look ahead to that game Sunday, but it's going to be a grudge match. We can look forward to it. We don't have to coach. We don't have to use coaches' kind of talk where they hate to look ahead. A long-time coach myself, I know where a coach is coming from.
It's a double dribble. Fort Kent has a lot of players, again, from around the country, and I think a few international players as well. Made their way to northern Maine. 41-11. La Rochelle gives it to Hebler, swings it near side to Willette. Willette gives it back to Hebler. 12 to shoot, Mustangs. Willette takes it near the corner. Levine fakes. Levine drives, gets through, and lays it in. We've seen that movie before. Ella Levine. Bringing the ball up is Meade. Faith Meade gives up a dribble outside the Ward. Down in the left corner, they try to get out of the corner. Loose ball picked up by the Mustangs. La Rochelle has it, and she shuffled her feet before she put the ball to the floor.
Yeah, when he just couldn't, kind of double clutched it, Jim, just couldn't get it to the floor before she took the step.
Corbett disrupting that pass in the backcourt. Finally across is Meade. Ward to House. Inside Wardwell. Off glass and good. Nice post-up move by Gabby Wardwell. She got to that block area and she knew what to do with it. 43-13, CM. Corbett into Levine. Turns, shoots, hits the rim. Rebound went right into the hands of Faith Benjamin. Meade. Ward sets a screen. Meade still has it. Wardwell being guarded by Maura Lopez underneath. House drives. House tried to come up the other side. It got deflected. And they're going to say it's off a CM hand first before it went off a Badger. Wardwell swings it. They go inside to Wardwell. She tries to back in. Ward outside the House. Good by Matt House. Nice soft touch.
Yeah, right at the shot buzzer.
Corbett goes underneath. Lopez fakes one way, comes back the other way, and lays it in. DML, Destiny Maura Lopez. She knew what she was going to do, Rob, I think, as soon as she caught it. 45-15, loose ball. Corbett has it. Willette leads the break. Bounce pass, short by La Rochelle. Rebound, no good. And finally, the Badgers have it. Nice job bringing it up, Emily Ward. Ward goes down there and player control foul. Who is that on the floor?
Who is that mystery woman?
You close your eyes, you could guess.
Yep. Here's Maura Lopez's nice finish that you referenced, Jim. She knew what she was going to do when she got the ball. Went to that move that she has down low. And then Chantel doing what she does.
Another take charge for Chantel Willett. Corbett out behind the arc. Hebler is in the game. Willett far side. Hebler swings it by her own bench. Corbett trying to drive baseline. Shut off. Hebler. Willett got Mora Lopez. Now baseline. Levine double team. Loose ball. And excellent defensive stand by Vermont State Johnson. They throw it away though. Grabbed by Mora Lopez. Willett leads the break. Stops. Shoots. And gets the friendly roll.
She gets the roll because of a soft shot, Jim. She's really mastered that in the paint, little mid-range jumper that's not part of many kids' games anymore, and she's got it. We reference it a lot.
That is true. House stops, shoots, no good. Got part of the rim. Rebound went right to Willett. Somehow she still has it because people were reaching in. Hebler goes all the way. Just off the rim. Levine turns, no good. Rebound, Wardwell. Gabby Wardwell fights her way clear to Ward, and I think there's a foul or out of bounds off a CM hand as Yolene DeFort enters the game, replacing Ella Levine. House has it. On the far side, Meade goes inside to Wardwell. Wardwell gets the roll.
Yeah, nice finish, Wardwell.
Gabby Wardwell making her presence felt. They need to get it to her, and then she has to work hard. Down deep, shot no good by Mora Lopez. Rebound went to Emily Ward. Ward still has it. Picked up in the corner by Benjamin. Halfway through the shot clock, Badgers now stolen away by Hebler. Somehow Hebler still has it. And what's the call? Call a foul on Hebler?
Yeah, called a foul on Hebler after she made the pass. She crashed into the defender. And
all right,
Riley's on the other end of that play.
So a good defensive effort by the Badgers. We have a timeout. 4:57 to go, third quarter. Central Maine 47, Vermont State Johnson 17 on Munzing Media Sports.
Well, let's take a look at our next athletic contest. It's going to be hockey. Southern New Hampshire University will be in to take on the Mustangs. It'll be Friday. The senior night activities will begin at 6:45. Munzing Media will be there for the senior activities. And then, of course, the final hockey game of the regular season. Where does the time go, James? I mean, we just seem like we were picking up hockey in October, and here it is, the final game of the season, final home game for the Mustangs. So we'll honor the seniors on senior night at 6:45, and then the warm-up will start for the game at 7. That's a 10-minute warm-up, so puck drop at 7:10, and we've been assured by the ice arena that those times are accurate. As no games preceding that, just high school hockey practices. So we'll be all set.
That is good, because if it wasn't, the one time you had to get out early, there'd be a triple overtime or a shootout or something. I know they don't play triple overtime, but. And lost out by the Badgers. Willett in the game. Bedford has entered. Hebler, Mora Lopez, and DeFort down deep, left-handed off glass. Destiny Mora Lopez. And see, I'm going to say a kick ball. It's going to go back to the Mustangs.
Yeah, Hebler caused the turnover.
Isabel Atkinson coming in for the Badgers, 5'7" sophomore. Number 42 from Middle River, Maryland. Hebler down in the corner. DeFort goes inside. Mora Lopez overshoots that time. Rebound on the weak side by Faith Meade. Here comes Meade. Picked up now by Hebler. Matt House with it. Some contact on the screens, I noticed. Down there deep. And They call a hell ball. It's going to be Johnson basketball. They're pretty close to a 3-second violation.
It was close, yeah.
Willette Hebler right at the foul line extended in front of the student section. Bedford swings it near side to Willette. Willette looking underneath. Plenty of time to shoot for the Mustangs. Just halfway through the shot clock right now. Willette stops, shoots, front of the rim, rebound, went right to Wardwell. Meade being picked up by Hebler. I think some of the Johnson players may have a picture imprinted of Riley Hebler as they go to sleep tonight. Getting away, Matt House drives and lays it off glass. (49-19) Central Maine. Bounce pass in the middle. La Rochelle off the rim. A rebound. I think that was Atkinson with the rebound. Faith Benjamin stops at the foul line, has it knocked out of her hands. Willette tries to protect. He had to get rid of it. Picked up by Meade. Here's a shot outside. Off the rim, no good by Benjamin. Benjamin got a back. That one got the back iron. Wardwell turns, shoots, no good. Rebound, Bedford. DeFort, bounce pass across the lane. La Rochelle gets to Riley Hebler. And off glass and good, over her head. What a shot by Riley Hebler.
What a finish.
5'3" first-year player from Sanford, Maine, Sanford High School Spartans, where she was defensive ace, among other things. The shot no good by Benjamin. Here comes Willette. Running the court is DeFort, and somehow saved it. Trailing the play, coming up short is La Rochelle. Nice hustle by DeFort. Far side, Johnson, and let's see, it's a foul.
Here's the Hebler finished him back a bit ago. Look at a no-look finish. That was awesome.
For the Badgers, Sasha Komutetsky comes in, along with Matea Smith. Matea Smith from Canyon City, Colorado. And, of course, for the Mustangs, we have Ella Levine from Fort Collins, Colorado. Foul shot, no good by Atkinson. It's at 4 fouls on Hebler. And the second one by Atkinson is good. Here comes Corbett in the front court, directing a little traffic. Left of the foul line, that's DeFort. Down there in the corner is Awen Maywin, tries to shoot over her head. Corbett bats it, saved by DeFort. Nice effort, Mustangs, to save this possession. And just as I said that, coming away with it is Wardwell of the Badgers. Sasha Kometsky, as I said in the first half, she said I could say Sasha K if I wanted to. Everybody will know. For Johnson and her fans, who it is.
Yeah, we welcome any of the Johnson fans watching. The kids are playing hard against a very talented Central Maine basketball team.
Here comes Marty Reese, Winnie La Rochelle coming out.
We have multiple games we're streaming tonight. I've got a crew up doing a high school game. I'm babysitting them online, watching, making sure it goes out, Jim. I'm like an expectant father.
I know.
You know, I'm waiting for the game to start, make sure everything's okay. Of course, there's nothing I could do here but worry. So far, so good.
And 1 out of 2 for Sasha K. She came in shooting 82%. Last minute of this third period. Bedford being guarded by Smith. They go underneath, and a nice steal by Atkinson. Komutetsky being picked up by Corbett. House comes out to help. House gives up the dribble. Atkinson right by the foul line. Deflected. House gets it back. House stops, shoots, at the side of the rim, keeps it alive, up and good. Sasha Kumutetsky, but what a save by Matt House. Nice possession for the Badgers. Hebler swings it near side. DeFort inside to Reese. Back out to Bedford. Hebler for three. No good. Offensive rebound. DeFort. And that will do it. So after 3 quarters of action, this women's non-conference basketball matchup, Central Maine Community College 51, Vermont State University Johnson 23 on Munzing Media Sports.
The USCAA provides our program exactly what they say, a chance for small colleges to compete. It's leveling the playing field for everybody.
Welcome back, Central Maine Community College. Jim Toomey, executive producer Rob Munzing. On the camera, doing a great job as always, Andrew Severson. Johnson ball to start this 4th period. Smith takes it deep. Johnson coming out of the corner and almost lost. And what do they call? They're going to call Central Maine possession. On the far side, Bedford. Reese on the baseline, gives it back to Bedford. DeFort swings it deep left corner for 3. That one's off the side of the rim by Hebler. Nice rebound by Isabel Atkinson. They have 2 seconds to get it across. And there's the 10-second violation. Pressure by the Mustangs pays dividends once again.
Well, we've talked about Molly Corbett being a premier three-point shooter and all that, but don't neglect her defense. She is a tremendous defender.
So true. Reese underneath, fights her way clear, high off the glass. Reese got her own rebound, tries to protect it, and travels. Komutetsky bringing it up, being guided by Awen Waywin. Nice screen out there by Atkinson. There's a three-pointer block, but a foul. And going to the line will be Sasha Komutetsky. I think she was 1 out of 2 a little while ago. So she returns to the foul line. Levine returns for the Mustangs. DeFort remains in. Reese. Bedford. And Corbett as I peek around the official.
Stay with us post-game. Jim will have the stats. We'll have the Edge Nutrition play of the game. Going to be, well, they're always tough choices, it seems, Jim. But
yes. So I guess that was on a three-pointer, right?
Must have been.
And nicely done by Sasha Kay. First year from Hollywood, California. Reese runs the court, cannot catch it out of bounds.
Yeah, Corbett, what a good look there.
Levine playing defense way out front. Meade being watched by Hebler. There's a screen and a running shot up, no good by Meade. Rebound Mustangs. Quickly over half court is Corbett. Out to Bedford. Bedford's going to tee up a three. Bang! And it's going to count. And I think we had an injury at the other end. And coming out was Faith Meade. The official had one eye on the player behind Rob, and as soon as the ball went in, he immediately blew the whistle.
Yeah, we're going to see it right here, the Bedford three. As you said, bang, way downtown.
Okay, just after midnight over in Brussels. And lost out by Johnson. Gabby Wardwell returning. Emily Ward returning. Hebler on the far side. Bedford looks underneath. Gives up her dribble. Being got it closely. Corbett swings it to DeFort. Down deep is Levine. Through traffic. Corbett has got it. Molly Corbett. Little soft touch. From about, what, 8 feet away?
Yeah, nice pull-up pop there by Molly. Because Molly's been gunning downtown 4 threes in the first half. I don't think she's got a three in this half. I don't know that she's taken one.
I'm not sure she has either.
But she was 4 or 5, right, Jim?
Yes.
Wow.
Overall, she's 4 for 8, but she might have missed a couple late in the half. And Wardwell is held, I believe. Let's see if they're going to call it shooting. I think it. Okay, it's on the floor. Fouls on Reese. Inbounding is Benjamin. Across the lane, around the rim and in. Nice execution. Gabby Wardwell. Nice entry there by the Badgers. Corbett gave it to DeFort. Back out Corbett for three. Bang! There's another one, Rob. Molly Corbett.
Molly knew we were talking about it, Jim.
Yeah. And a steal by Corbett. She stepped out of bounds. 59-27 Central Maine. 7:04 remaining.
Here's Molly. That was a long three. She's got great core strength, great strength in her legs. Allows her to really get range on those threes, Jim. She makes it look easy.
Because the Mustangs move the ball so well, they get people with good looks.
That's so important. You're right.
There's another one for Corbett. That one got the iron. Rebound DeFort. Nice jumping ability by Yuleen DeFort. Bang! Outside! Zoe Bedford. Bang! Again, it's tomorrow in Australia. 10:15 a.m. Having their second breakfast. And there's a bumping foul on Corbett. Do you always have a second breakfast? You know, you have the early one and then like mid-morning have another one? Or?
Well, when I was teaching, I would snack all day because I had a little kitchen. I had a beautiful room for video production, and I had a little kitchenette out there. I used to cook bacon and eggs in the morning and stuff like that. We used to have an advisor. Kids would bring in stuff, and we'd be cooking it. It'd be all over the whole, half of the school would be smelling bacon. They'd all be coming in and say, what the heck?
Just what I want as a student with an empty stomach is to go into Mr. Munzing's room. First period.
That's what would happen. They'd come in and say, Mr. Munzing, you've been cooking bacon again. In fact, my grandson just met a former guidance counselor there, and she said, ask your grandfather about cooking bacon during school. He had everybody's mouth watering.
Shot by House, hit the back rim. Rebound Levine. Levine maintains control somehow. Three-pointer out of the corner. No good. That was missed by Bedford. The Badgers have the basketball. Pretty high, difficult to hide the cooking of bacon. Down deep, stolen away. Mustangs, Bedford has it. Here's DeFort. Bounce pass across the lane. Yes! Mora Lopez with a fortuitous roll. And it was nice to finish it because the way it came up court with the passing of her teammates. 64-27. Here's a three-pointer house. No good. Rebound went right to Levine. Corbett. DeFort for three. Hit the rim, bounces around. They're going to call a foul, I think, on Yolene DeFort, who was hustling and trying to follow her own shot, but bumped into a Badger. Hebler's returning. La Rochelle is returning. It's going to be 1-1. That's team foul number 5 on Central Maine. No fouls called on Vermont State Johnson. Again, 170 miles to our west. So.
And they'll be traveling, like you said, over here next year to Maine, all the schools in the neck.
Shot's no good by Faith Mead. And now is the first foul. Now we hope they don't have an 8 o'clock class back in Johnson. But again, their Badgers playing very hard with only 8 players dressed tonight. Against, again, you're talking about the USCAA national champ 3 times in the last 5 or 6 years. And the Mustangs coming in 20-1 overall. Going to hit the 5-minute mark remaining in a couple of seconds. Levine tries to go down in the corner. Excellent defense. Emily Ward just diving on the court. Nice job, Emily Ward.
Yeah, might have got the wind knocked out of her.
Yeah. Again, graduate student from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. Mead brings it up. Hebler was bothering her. They go down to Ward and lost out of bounds. Chantel Willette will bring it up. Hebler has it. They go inside, outside. Hebler for 3. High off the rim. Ward inside position. Nice rebound, Emily Ward. Way down in the front court. Wardwell has it. And Ella Levine comes in, and watch out. And everybody's okay.
Yeah, boy.
You see Gabby Wardwell, the high scorer for the Badgers, and Levine, high scorer for the Mustangs, both hitting the deck near the wall. Sort of had a little feeling of nervousness for a second, but they're okay. Nice dribbling. Look at that move up, and no good, but what an effort by Matt House. Had everything but the final one more turn of the ball would have been a highlight play. And I think Hebler's fouled. Awen Maywin coming in, replacing Ella Levine for Central Maine. Just went under 4 minutes remaining. Willette from 17 feet spins off. Wardwell had part of the rebound, and Hebler in there somehow.
Fearless fly.
And Hebler, in the act of shooting, is going to get 2. Her effort is rewarded. Hebler came in 56% foul shooter on the season. First trip tonight.
Knocked it home.
Hebler 2 for 2 that trip. 66-27, Central Maine. Hebler going to put on a one-person press in the backcourt, but Faith Mead does a good job, brings it up. Down to Wardwell. And traveling, credit Destiny Mora Lopez for holding her ground down there.
Hold the fort.
You see the bench cheering. Some of the players not in the game were cheering. Mackenzie Melendez, Rosa Prieto, and of course Malik Wakid from Cairo. We saw her before the game. She had no crutch.
Yes.
I said, you got a crutch by the bench? And she said, no, it's not even here. And I said, boy, sounds like you're making progress.
That's great news.
And I hope her father finally made it back to Cairo. Last I knew, he only got as far as New York. Oh,
wow.
66-27.
Was that because of travel trouble, Jim?
I don't know if that was planned or not, but you know, parents do anything for the kids, no matter what the age. I know
absolutely.
that. Ball bounces around, tracked down by Atkinson. House in the corner. Here's a three. No good. Just got part of the rim by Meade, and then the rebound was put in by somebody who I couldn't see. Did you see who made that basket?
No, I didn't,
I was
Jim.
screened out.
I was too, and I wasn't looking at the monitor. Maybe we're trying to get Quincy to tell us who scored. I'm not sure. Now we're checking down the line.
All right, credit that basket to Isabel Atkinson. Here's a steal. Hebler again in the Burglars outfit. Lays it in. 68-29. Ball deflected by Hebler. Brought up by Ward. Baseline shot, no good by Meade. Rebound Mustangs. Awen Maywin right here from Auburn, Maine, Everett Little High School. Gave it back to Hebler. That could have been a backcourt almost. DeFort shut off. Hebler swings it near side to Bedford. Down in the corner. Here's Willette. Here's a three-pointer. No good by DeFort. Hebler again down there, and she went into the dense woods, Riley Hebler, and got the shot off. Wardwell looking for help. Skips it to the far side to Ward. Deflected by Maywin. Stolen by Maywin. This is a 2-on-1 break. Maywin stops, shoots, does not get it. Following the play is DeFort. Goes back outside to Hebler. And they're going to call 3 seconds on the Mustangs. House in the front court. Skip past the Ward. Underneath Wardwell. Wardwell powers it off glass and good. Nice move, Gabby Wardwell. Had the perfect angle. In the corner, Willette. La Rochelle. La Rochelle gives it to Maywin. Loose ball picked up by Atkinson. She's had some nice plays in this fourth period. There's Hebler again and tripped. That may be non-shooting because that's only going to be the fourth foul. Atkinson coming back in the game for the Badgers. Sasha Kumatetsky. Out to DeFort. Behind the arc is Bedford. Tried to go inside. Ball got deflected away and somehow regained by DeFort. Maywin, nice catch in the corner. Hebler with it. Bedford down in the corner. Looks to the basket. 7 to shoot. DeFort stops. Swish!
Pretty.
Yolene DeFort. Baseline jump shot. Nothing but net. Down to 43 seconds. There's a three-pointer. Faith Meade. Bang! People down in Rhode Island like that one for Faith Meade. 70-34. Bedford to Hebler. Left of the foul line extended is DeFort. Drives baseline. Shut off. Hebler down the lane. And I think Riley Hebler's going to go to the foul line. Hebler sort of hesitated in midair and took the contact. That's her 11th point. And nicely done at the foul line by Riley Hebler, just like shooting baskets in her driveway down at Sanford. In Southern Maine. Knocked out of bounds. Shot clock is off. Down to 13.9. Again, the Badgers have hustled all night long. Sort of outnumbered. Only 8 players dressed for the Badgers. Hebler stops, shoots, gets it. And that should do it. And the shot is no good at the buzzer. Central Maine 74, North Vermont State Badgers of Johnson 34. And again, the Badgers coaching staff being very positive. I didn't hear them say one negative thing to their team. They told them what to do or what they should be doing, but they were pretty much recognized for their effort throughout.
Yes, they were. They played with just the 8 women tonight, and coaches stayed positive, kids stayed positive, showed excellent grit, sportsmanship here tonight. Well, we've got our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. Jim's going to do the stats, and when we get to the individual stats, you will see why Molly Corbett is going to be our Edge Nutrition Player of the Game. A lot of it had to do with shots like this. Going to get the feed out from Destiny, and that's a long 3 for Molly Corbett right there, and that's indicative of what she did in the first half when she hit 4 threes. And that's when the game was in the balance, Jim.
Yes, that is true. All right. For Vermont State Johnson, they shot 30% from the floor, 33 from long distance, 44% at the foul line. They did have 41 turnovers, and because we've seen it many, many times, the pressure of the Mustangs. Individually for the Badgers, Gabby Wardwell, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Matt House, 8 points, 6 rebounds. Faith Mead, 6 points, 4 rebounds. Sasha Kometsky had 5. 3 points for Isabel Atkinson. She picked up 4 rebounds, a lot of them the late going. Emily Ward had only 2 points, but she had 4 rebounds and 4 assists. Matea Smith saw action, did not score. Faith Benjamin did not score, but she did have 4 rebounds. For Central Maine, they shot 39% from the floor, 35% from long distance. They were 10 out of 12 at the foul line. They had 22 turnovers. Rebounds were very close on the night, 39 for the Mustangs, 31 for the Badgers. Individually for Central Maine, Molly Corbett made 5 threes on her way to 19 points. Riley Hebler, 14 points. And that defensive duo of Corbett and Hebler were just outstanding and turning defense into offense on a number of occasions for teammates. Ella Levine, 10 points, 8 rebounds. Destiny Mora-Lopez worked inside, got some nice entry passes for 10. Also had 4 rebounds. Yolene DeFort, 7 points, 4 rebounds. How about this? DeFort had 7 assists. 6 points coming from long distance by Zoe Bedford. 4 points, Awen Maywin. Chantel Willette had 4 points, 4 rebounds. Winnie La Rochelle did not score, but she had 3 rebounds and 2 assists. Marnie Reese had 3 rebounds. Again, not slated to play tonight. Rosa Prieto, Mackenzie Melendez, and of course, Malik Wackett still nursing that knee injury, but all cheering her teammates from the bench. So as far as the season goes, Vermont State Johnson now 2-19 overall. They're 1-11 in the North Atlantic Conference. 20-1 are the Mustangs. 20-1, and the only loss was University of Maine 4 Kent, which is a Division I team, right? And
Exactly, a Division One.
So they play on
USCAA
Sunday. Yes,
Division
I
One
was
team.
looking for
Yes.
letters there.
Yeah.
So that will be on Sunday, the doubleheader.
Yeah, 2 o'clock on that one. Then.
2 and 4 o'clock, women and men's doubleheader. So we wish Vermont State Johnson well. They make it back to the Green Mountain State. And Rob Munzing, anything else to say for the? I know you got hockey this week.
Yeah,
and
we've
then
got
we're back
hockey.
here.
That's going to be a big game coming up next here on the Mustang Facebook page. And it's going to be fantastic for senior night. A lot of great kids to recognize and a terrific program that Coach Kenoran has built back up here to be in the national rankings this year, Jim. So last year and this year have been really good for the team, and a lot of those kids that will be recognized Friday night were instrumental in the growth of the program. So we'll look forward to that. Greg Lynn will be along for the call of that one. Andrew and I will be over there to take care of the camera and me the production, so that's going to be a great night for hockey.
All right, we thank all fans for watching wherever they may be tonight or tomorrow morning in some cases. So speaking for executive producer Robert F. Munzing, doing a great job on the camera, as always, Andrew Severson. I'm Jim Toomey, saying the final score for the final time in this women's basketball matchup. Central Maine Community College 74, Vermont State Johnson 34. Until the next time on Munzing Media Sports, take care, everybody.